Okay, real question. Do you actually show your cat you love them every day? Like, actually. Because most of us think we do. We feed them, we pet them when they let us, maybe we buy the fancy treats. But, and I say this with love, a lot of that stuff means basically nothing to your cat. And a couple of the things you're doing without even thinking about it might be quietly annoying them. So here are 7 small things, none of them take more than a minute, that actually mean something in cat language. Let's start with the one everybody gets wrong. 1. Talk to your cat like it's a baby. Seriously. You know that voice, the one that comes out the second you look at your cat? High, soft, a little embarrassing if anyone else is in the room. Most people feel kind of silly doing it. Don't. There's a real study on this. A French researcher named Charlotte de Mouzon out of University Paris-Nanterre ran an experiment in 2022 with 16 cats. She played them recordings of their owner's voice and a stranger's voice, each one using either a normal adult tone or that sing-songy cat voice. The cats reacted, ears moving, pupils changing, more attention when they heard their own owner using that cat-directed voice. Normal adult tone from the owner? Not much reaction. Stranger's voice, either tone? Nothing. So it's not just noise to them, it's a "this is my person" signal, but only when you actually sound like you're talking to someone you adore. It's a small study, so don't take it as gospel, but the pattern lines up with what's been found in dogs, too. So every time you walk by, feed them, catch them staring at you, say something. Doesn't matter what. Tone is the whole message. Soft, warm, a little ridiculous. That's the point. And speaking of things that seem small but aren't, wait till we get to number 7. There's a literal spot on your cat that does even more than your voice can. 2. The 3-second look that makes your cat feel safe. Ever catch your cat staring at you and then they slowly close their eyes? Most people assume, oh, they're just sleepy. Nope, that's on purpose. This one's backed by a proper study. University of Sussex, 2020, published in Scientific Reports. Researchers had owners slow blink at their cats, and the cats slow blinked back, noticeably more than when the owner just sat there with a neutral face. Then, and this is the wild part, they had total strangers do the same thing, and the cats responded to them too, approaching more after being slow blinked at. So it's not just an owner thing, it's a genuine cat I mean you no harm signal, and it works even on cats who don't know you. Here's the flip side nobody mentions. A lot of us stare at our cats, just a normal, unblinking gaze, without realizing that to a cat, a hard, unblinking stare can read as a bit confrontational. Not always, but enough behaviorists think so that it's worth changing the habit. So build this in. Morning, evening, whenever your cat looks at you, soften your eyes like you're smiling. Blink slow, hold it a second. If they blink back, that's a good sign. If any of this is making you rethink how you look at your own cat right now, go ahead and hit like. Helps this reach more cat owners. 3. You're probably boring your cat during playtime. Be honest, you've dangled a toy in front of your cat and they just stared at it like you were embarrassing yourself. That's not laziness, that's boredom. Cats are hunters. That part's not up for debate. It's baked into their behavior. Stalk, chase, pounce, catch. That whole sequence matters to them. But if you're just wiggling a toy back and forth in the same spot at the same speed, you're skipping every step that actually makes it feel like real prey. So change how you move it. Drag it away from your cat, not toward them. Let it disappear behind furniture. Freeze it, then dart it forward. Keep it unpredictable. When your cat drops low and their pupils go wide, that's the switch flipping. Cat behaviorists generally agree that regular, real hunt-style play helps cats burn energy, feel calmer, and bond with whoever's holding the toy. 5-10 minutes a day is plenty. It just has to feel real. Stop shaking the toy like it's a chore you're getting through. 4. Just sit near your cat. That's it. This one sounds too simple to matter, but it might be the biggest one on this list. Most of us think bonding means petting, playing, treats, some kind of action. So if you're on the couch and your cat's across the room doing nothing, it feels like nothing's happening. It's not nothing. Cats generally only rest near other animals or people they actually trust. They're not big on cuddling to prove affection the way dogs are. Sharing space quietly is closer to their version of it. So when you're near your cat and you're not reaching for them, not calling them over, not trying to make something happen, you're basically saying, I don't need anything from you. I just want to exist here. For a cat, that lands.
Do this consistently and you'll probably notice the distance shrink over time. Same room, then same couch, then right next to you. Not because you asked, because they chose to.
5. Stop reaching straight for the pet. Let them smell you first. How do you greet your cat when you walk in? Be honest. Do you just go straight for the head? Cats lean heavily on scent, more than sight, for figuring out who and what is safe. Watch two bonded cats greet each other. They touch noses first. That's basically their handshake. Skip that step and go straight for a head scratch, and to your cat, it can feel a little like someone walking up and hugging you with zero warning. Not painful, just a bit much. So, before you pet, offer one finger a few inches from their nose. Let them sniff. Let them come to it. When they push their face into your hand, that's your green light. Costs you 2 seconds, and a lot of cat behaviorists recommend exactly this. Asking first, basically, instead of assuming. 6. Let sleeping cats lie. Actually, let them. Come on, be honest. You've scooped up your sleeping cat because they looked too cute to leave alone. We've all done it. Cats sleep something like 12 to 16 hours a day, and that's not laziness, it's recovery time. And deep sleep is when they're at their most relaxed and least on guard. Waking a cat abruptly out of that state, sudden movement, being lifted with no warning, isn't going to traumatize them, but it's generally better to just let them finish their nap where they are. So the habit here is simple. When your cat's asleep, just walk past. Let them sleep it out. 7. The one spot that means the most. Remember back in number 1, I said there's a spot on your cat that does even more than voice? Here it is. When cats groom each other, allo grooming it's called, they don't lick just anywhere. They focus heavily on the base of the head, between and behind the ears. Makes sense when you think about it. It's the one spot a cat physically can't reach on their own, so the only way it gets groomed is by another cat they trust. Grooming and touch like this are generally linked to bonding hormones like oxytocin across a lot of social mammals. The specifics for cats aren't as thoroughly studied as, say, dogs, but the behavior pattern itself is well documented. This spot is reserved, basically, for cats or people they consider close. So try it. A few seconds a day, gentle fingertip strokes at that spot between the ears. Not scratching, not rubbing hard, slow and repetitive, like a tongue would move. Watch what happens. Eyes close, body softens, the purr changes register a bit. That's about as close to I trust you completely as a cat gets.